August 2024 RealBridge bidding contest problems. So we got 5 deals that we're going to get through. No, not 5 deals, dude. It's another one of these days. Counting is hard. 8 deals that we're going to get to. And then we will check in with what the panel thinks about all these problems. First hand. So this is imps. We are west. We are favorable. Okay? We've opened a club. We have... Dude, counting's really hard. 20, but it's a really good 20. So a club, a heart on our left, pass by partner, a spade on our right. Why did we open a club? I think this hand's a little too good for 2-0, and I really generally don't like opening 2 clubs. It's maybe okay to open 2 clubs and rebid 2-0 with this hand, but I think we have an alternative way that also describes our hand pretty well, which is to open a club and jump shift in spades. You like opening no trump on this one, Eric? It's not so bad. I don't mind not having a heart stopper because the clubs aren't solid. So, like, if my clubs were a little bit better, if my clubs were like ace, king, queen, fifth, and my spades were a little bit worse, then I would probably really hate the no trump opening, or opening some number of no trump, because then I really want partner to declare it. Because then I think like 3 no trump is very likely to make if partner can just stop the suit that we don't have a stopper in. But but yeah, with this hand, I don't hate the no, like opening 2 clubs and rebidding 2 no. I just feel like we have an alternative way to show this hand that is also fairly descriptive. So I think I would go with that. But anyway, we appear to have gotten ourselves in some trouble. A club, a heart on our left, a spade on our right, and... You know, it's imps, we're favorable. 1 spade's often going to be forcing. I guess the point is, if this is a part score hand and we don't bid now, we're kind of going to be at the mercy of gambling on the next round of the auction. So I think our 2 choices are we could pass and just decide to defend, which I don't think is so bad. The opponents are vulnerable. We're not. And if we don't think that game has much chance, then it's somewhat tempting to try that plan. One question I have is, like, how much do we actually need for game to make? If partner has the club king and jack 4th of hearts, we're getting pretty close to game being good. I guess it's still not quite there. And once again, it's only 400 points if we bid the game. I think I'm tempted to just like defend with this one. The odds of game, I think, are relatively low, and it's just not beneficial to compete for part squares at imps, I don't think. God, we might just like make 3 clubs in our own hand though. 2 hearts, a diamond, and a club, and that's it. If I wanted to bid, I suppose I would... double, I guess. I suppose I would double. Man, yeah, that's another problem. Like, choosing between bids, if I had to make some sort of forward-going noise, I wouldn't know what to do between, like, double, a no trump, which would be a little bit light, or the no trump itself would show a little bit too few values for what we have. three clubs, which is a little bit of a distortion. I'm just gonna pass. This is stupid. I'm just gonna pass. Like, let's just not. It's imps. The opponents are vulnerable. We're probably getting a plus score on defense. Let's let them do something. I'm a little bit nervous if it goes like a no trump pass. That we don't have a good way to show our hand, and we once again might have to pass. I would really like to double them in a no trump if that's where they're headed. Well, I'm concerned that doubling their partner might pull a lot of the time because anyway, I mean, that's not the problem that we're dealing with. The real question is just like, do we have a way to guarantee that we can just start doubling them? And I think the answer is no, because when we double, North always with a bad hand is going to pass, and our partner's always going to pull, and then the opponents are going to stop bidding. So I think the only way to actually double them is to pass now and hope that we can convince partner that we have a penalty double later. Anyway, I'm going to pass. I mean, it just doesn't seem like we have something good going forward to do, or any sort of forward going action. All right, board 2. We are match points, 4th seat. We're vulnerable against not. 3 hearts, pass. Yeah, this is a little bit of a tricky one. One of the things that's, I think, pulling me towards a 4 club bid is that partner's pretty likely to have short hearts. You know, a doubleton or maybe even a singleton. And partner wasn't able to find a bid over 3 hearts. So that makes it a lot less likely that partner has spades. Because if partner had 4 spades and a singleton heart, they would probably just make a takeout double most of the time. If partner had yeah, I mean, a lot of the times when partner has 4 spades, they'll be making a takeout double when they're short in hearts. So I think our hand's a little bit too good to pass. I guess we could try 3 no. Wait a second. What about 3 no? Is that so bad? You're also tempted by 3 no? Yeah, let's see. 3 no. You know what? I like it. Right? Left-hand opponent is frequently just going to lead a heart for lack of anything better to do. And in that case, we might just have 8 tricks off the top and don't need much from partner. 4 clubs, I think, is much more likely to get us to a good slam. So it has that going for it. Like, if partner's able to cue 4 hearts in response to 4 clubs, then we're going to be blitzing off into the stratosphere. But I think there's some chance. I think it's pretty likely partner has 2 hearts, is one of the things. Right-hand opponent didn't raise. They're favorable. Right-hand opponent often would raise with the doubleton, like on our doubleton here. Yeah, I like 3 no. It seems to offer a decent upside. Sometimes we just make a game, and 4 clubs has the possibility of us going plus 130, which is never a good match point score. Hand 3. We are in 2nd seat, so we are 4-6 in the round suits. Right-hand opponent opens a diamond. Okay, it's imps. We're vulnerable against not. Right-hand opponent opens a diamond. Now, I know some of you might bid 3 clubs with this hand. I don't think it's such a bad bid if you have that in your arsenal that, like, you're just allowed to preempt on anything. I actually think it's probably a pretty good bid if you're able to do it with this hand, but most people don't have that available. So we pass a spade on our left, a no trump on our right. We could have thought about bidding 2 clubs over 1 no on the second round of the auction. It wouldn't be the worst bid, because we didn't bid 2 clubs over a diamond directly, so partner basically knows that we have clubs and hearts. Vulnerable against not at imps, this feels like an easy pass. Okay, yeah, let's finish up the auction. Anyway, so we decided not to bid over a no trump. 2 spades, pass comes back around to us. Yeah, my philosophy tends to be, which I feel like I've demonstrated on stream during a lot of the live commentary, that like you just shouldn't be competing for part scores at imps. This hand feels a little close to me, but regardless, it tends to be wrong. So the thinking that I have is, generally, if you are quote-unquote competing for a part score at imps, you still have game interest. So what sort of hand can partner hold where we might still have game interest here? Let's say partner has king third of clubs, and we want the clubs to split 2-2, which is possible. So partner has king third of clubs. That gives us 6 club tricks. Partner has maybe in total like 12 high card points. So they're probably something like 3-3-4-3 in shape. Or like 3-2-5-2, or sorry, 3-2-5-3. So 6 clubs I still need among their other like 9 high card points. I need 3 tricks. It could be like the ace of hearts gives us 2 more, and a diamond and spade stopper. I think there's a chance that we can still make 3 now. I suppose there's a chance that we could make 4 hearts, but that seems a lot more remote to me. I don't know. I might have been tempted to bid 2 clubs on the previous round over a no trump. Having not done that, it obviously feels a little bit more risky to come in now. But we definitely could still have a game. We're vulnerable. I kind of feel obligated to take a call. I think the chances of us having a game are good enough. And I'm also like fairly confident that our hand has such a massive amount of offense and very little defense that I'm kind of happy competing for a part score. I think we're going to make it so often that there's little risk of getting doubled. So I guess I'm going to bid 3 clubs. I don't see any reason to bid like 2 no or something else. Partner should know that our 3 club bid promises hearts in this auction. Because, I mean, we can't have single-suited clubs. We would have bid clubs at one of the previous opportunities. So 3 clubs promises a side heart suit. I think 2 no probably should promise diamonds, in fact. So, anyway, that's my choice. Moving on. Hand 4. We have 13. We open a diamond. 2 clubs on our left. Partner bids 2 spades. Pass to us. This is kind of the typical, like, hand when we have club length with no stopper. Like, what are we supposed to do here? And I don't really see any reason to do something other than bid 3 hearts. I don't know. I mean, we can't bid 3 diamonds. We just don't have enough diamonds. We can't support spades. We don't have enough spades. We could bid 2-no, but these two club calls, especially vulnerable on the opponents, tend to show a hand and a real suit, and so it sounds as if the opponents are just going to run a bunch of clubs in our face. So I don't really see any reason to do anything other than 3 hearts. How strong is 2 spades? 2 spades is forcing through like 2-no trump or 3 spades. So if we bid 2-no, partner could pass. 3 hearts, of course, game forcing by us. Well, maybe. I'm unclear on that. If we bid 3 hearts and partner bids 3 spades, presumably that's non-forcing, but I'm not sure. Either way, I don't think we can bid 2-no with this hand, so we're kind of backed into bidding 3 hearts. I just don't really see the alternative. I'm sure some of the panelists will just bid 2-no and bite the bullet and say, like, look, hopefully partner rebids 3 spades and I can pass, is their thought, but I think often enough they're just going to get dropped in 2-no or raised to 3-no, and sometimes partner has club stop, sometimes partner doesn't. But I like 3 hearts. I think this is always going to get us to the right contract, if nothing else. Or, sorry, right strain, if not necessarily the right level, and that tends to be a good thing to do. Maybe a little bit more imps than match points. Hand 5. We pick up this beauty. So that's 17, singleton's heart, which is the opponent's suit. Partner opens a spade, 4 hearts on our right. I kind of don't mind 5-no. Pick a slam. Yeah, 5-no sounds somewhat appealing to me. I suppose I'm going to offer partner the choice between diamonds and spades. It would be very interesting if we bid 5-no and partner bid 6 clubs, because maybe we should play in 6 clubs. But anyway, I think 5-no feels like the call on this one. I'm just like blitzing through this set. Like, I don't think 5 diamonds has a lot of merit. I don't think 6 diamonds has a lot of merit. So I kind of feel backed into the other choice. We can't guarantee a spade fit, so I don't really understand. It's imps. Let me think for a second. Hold on. Let's take the 5-no off the card for just a second. If we double, how much are they likely to go down? It's probably not enough. I think we should just bid the slam. Yeah, 5-no. 5-no it is. On to board 6. All right. Well, this is again a dumb problem. They tell us that 1-no gets double from partner. They don't even tell us what our partner's 1-no trump range is. This is amazing. This is like the worst constructed problem I've ever seen. We don't know what 1-no trump is. We don't know what our methods are over penalty double. Like, I don't know. I can't take this guy coming up with the problems and not telling us what any of the bids mean. But okay. 1-no. Penalty double on our right. You assume 15 to 17 unless specified. There was... Yeah, I mean, so like this was the one that made me think 1-no 11 to 14 that it's probably 15 to 17, but why does he write this down and then not write this down? It feels like you should like tell people what the no trump range is if you're going to do it in a different auction. Anyway, 1-no double. God. It's imps. So if we were able to redouble them, they're pretty likely to run to diamonds. And I don't think doubling 2 diamonds is going to make up... Well, doubling 2 diamonds is probably okay for us, but it seems unlikely to make up for the value of a game or potential slam that we could have. So it's somewhat tempting to try and push in that direction. Now, I think we could pass out 1 node doubled. So I suppose a real question is, how rich do we think we're getting off 1 node doubled? No one's vulnerable, so we would need to make quite a few tricks to make up for a game bonus. I guess I'm going to assume that bids are natural. So I'm going to click on the redouble button, and I'm sure we're going to get like 0 points for this because all of the panelists are going to say they play some sort of artificial convention, and therefore that will become law in the scoring. But yeah, if bids are natural, I guess I would like to suggest redouble so that partner knows we have values, and now all of our bids from here are going to be game forcing, and then we can start shaping out by bidding spades and then hearts, or something about that. You haven't found anything in your system about this situation? I mean, it's not that hard. You just have a discussion of like, what do you do over penalty double of your no trump? And that's kind of where the discussion stops. You know, and then like, what are subsequent bids or something like that, subsequent doubles. All right, number 7. Oh, not yours, the bidding contest? Well, yeah, but, you know, I mean, we never expected them to have, sorry. There you go. Bidding contest system. Okay, let's take a look. Basic method, 5 card majors, 2/1, 1 node 15 to 17. Blah, blah. Openers, rebids, continuations, reverses, blah, blah, slam bidding, great, competitive bidding, Lebensol. There's a lot of stuff in here, but I mean, obviously, I mean, like, okay, guys, you got to, you got to have definitions for what things are, otherwise this can't be a real bidding contest. Hopefully the panel is, like, pissed off enough about this. Maybe they can... Maybe they can convince the guy to put in some effort into making the problems in the future. Probably not. All right, we open a heart. We're match points. We're favorable. And first seat. So we open a heart, 12 count. 3 clubs on our left. Double by partner. Pass to us. We have a good hand. I mean, first thing I'm tempted to do is bid 4 clubs. Does 4 clubs always show spades? No, but when we bid 4 clubs and pull partner's 4 of a red suit to 4 spades, partner will know that we have a good hand with spade support. So, I don't know. Again, this kind of feels somewhat automatic to me. I'm not really sure what the alternative would be. I mean, maybe some people will find an excuse to just go ahead and bid exclusion. Maybe some people will jump to 6 spades. The problem is, I think, in weak fields, if a weak player jumps to 6 spades, they might just like not have that. They tend to have one of the Gib balanced point count blobs, which is not a suitable slam hand. And in a strong field, you give away the club void, so your left-hand opponent never leads clubs. They always lead diamonds, knocking out your ace, and then when East gets in with the hard ace, they can cash a diamond. So, yeah. You were thinking of just bidding 4 spades? It's okay. I mean, the hand is so slam suitable. We have a source of tricks and hearts. We have all of the controls. The Queen of Spades is a big card. The club void is really huge. So, and 4 clubs doesn't stop us from signing off in 4 spades. Sure, it shows a good hand, but we don't need much for slam to make. ace, king of spades, king of diamonds would be a 10 count. And if partner has like ace, king, fourth of spades, a doubleton heart, the king of diamonds, and some small clubs, then partner's probably just going to pass if we bid four spades and be like, cool, I have my bid, but I have nothing else. Four clubs kind of pinpoints that we actually have quite a strong hand for slam. Last one, hand 8. Partner opens a spade. We have 11. Okay, both vulnerable. Imps. Partner opens a spade. We bid a no trump. Partner bids 2 diamonds. Yeah, okay. So I think 4 diamonds tends to be a good bid in these situations. Just like an invitational hand with diamonds. Maybe 4 diamonds is a little bit too light. It is definitely the case that partner's more likely to be short in clubs than hearts, but I think partner's also relatively likely to be 5-4-2-2. I mean, either way, we don't have like any guarantee that we have enough tricks. 4 diamonds is probably going to fetch 5 from partner whenever he has a singleton, whether it's a singleton heart or a singleton club. But even though that's slightly worse than a 50-50 for us, it's probably well within our imp odds to get to game doing that. And 4 diamonds still allows partner to pass if they really have a dead minimum with like 5-4-2-2. We could be off 2 hearts and the ace of clubs. We could even be down at the 4 level. Is there any reason to think 3-no is going to be a better place to play than diamonds? I don't think so. 3 small hearts. I mean, sure, if partner has, like, king, queen of hearts and king, queen of diamonds and, like, the queen of spades or whatever, we'll be able to set up our clubs. That's still not enough tricks, is it? 4 diamonds, 3 clubs, a heart. Okay, I'm just going to bid 4 diamonds. I mean, my experience has taught me that that's kind of the right thing to do with these hands, and so I'm just going to stick with it. I'm not, like, that confident that it's the right bid on this particular hand, but I think it's okay. Alright, let's see how we did. Bidding contest, August, results. Here we go. 2/3 of the way through the contest, blah, blah, blah. Not be long before regular competition entrants start to discard their poorest scorers. Oh, so I guess they do like a pick some of your best scorers thing. Pleased to report the successes of panel members at U.S. Nationals. Bobby Levin won in the GNTs. In the spin gold, Levin, Brink, and Klukowski were all on teams eliminated in the quarterfinals. Dubois played on a team with Greece and ended up losing. Delighted to welcome a panel member from the winning Norwegian women's team, Gun Tovist. I'm sure I pronounced that correctly. I'm also certain that there are like a bunch of accents that are supposed to go on top of these letters, and this guy was just way too lazy to add them. Gun Tov first became a European champion with victory in the mixed teams at the 2009 European Transnational Championships. More recently, she won a silver in the mixed pairs at that same event in 2023, debut in the Norwegian women's teams in 2008, and a bronze medal in the Europeans in 2018, before getting gold this year. Nice. Record number of guest panelists: Chris Despicall from Australia transitioned from chess to bridge when he moved to Darwin in 2011. He says, playing with the redoubtable Michael Courtney, I won the Butler pairs at the Australian National Championship in July 2023. He's one of less than a handful of people in the world with national championship victories in both chess and bridge. Ooh, National champion in both chess and bridge. Nice. Now Tabata was a member of the French teams that won silver medals at the 2019 U21 European teams and gold at the U22 Under-26. Nice. He'll be on the French team at the European Youth Championships in Poland this month and at the World Championships later this year. Stefan Kornigai is a regular player at the Face-to-Face Club in Arlington, Texas. That's in the US, where he also directs 3 games a week. He typically plays with his partner of 40 years, his wife, Nancy. Both of them have over 10,000 master points, but are not Grand Life Masters mentioned. Uh-oh. Better get that national win in, otherwise you're going to be a diamond, or whatever the thing is, diamond life master for your whole life, and no one wants to be that. Wubo de Boer from Netherlands says, in the 1980s, I played for the Dutch juniors against Mark. Yeah, he remembers. Then I played for the Dutch Open team with Bach Mueller, till I stopped playing international bridge in 2001 and went for a social career from 2009. Wife Agnes Sellers have been captain and coach of the Dutch under-26 team with some ups and downs. What Wubo modestly does not mention is that he was a member of the Dutch team that became the youngest ever winners of the Bermuda Bowl in Santiago in 1993. Wow. Good old times. Alright, a couple of this month's hands have been submitted by regular entrants. Hand 3 was sent by someone. Hand 4. Panelists vote for at least 4 different options on all 8 hands. Really? There were a couple that I thought were just kind of automatic. Looking like another tough set with a couple of deals causing major problems for large numbers of competitors. The most popular action chosen by the competition entrance scores 10 on 4 of the... Oh, okay, all right, whatever. Don't care about that. How'd we do? So first board, we passed. But I'm kind of curious to see what people say about the pass. So we do earn 10 on this. Yeah, the only other 2 bids that I was reasonably considering were a no trump, which, again, it doesn't really describe our hand, so that feels like a little bit of a negative. Like at match points, I would be a little bit more tempted by a no trump, because this might allow our side to compete for a part score if that was necessary, but at imps it just doesn't feel worthwhile. And double, which, God, I have no idea what double means, but I guess you could do that if you really wanted to try and stir things up. Begin with a hand on which the panel voted for 7 different options, although there's a clear favorite. However, the 2 most popular choices among competitors attracted only minority votes from the panel. That's true. I think a lot of players, yeah. So the competitors voted for 2 clubs, which I think is a pretty poor bid. If you're going to bid clubs, I would prefer a 3-club bid. But again, it's a little bit of a distortion of your hand. And double, again, which did capture some of the panelist votes. But let's see what people say. Du Bois pass, I don't see a better option. Mold at this vulnerability looks like an easy decision for this round. Villas-Boas notes they are vulnerable. Exactly. Robson passes at these colors. I'm more than happy to defend 1 spade if they play there. That seems unlikely, but I guess it's possible. Larry Cohen, at these colors, let's see where this is going. If I double, they're off the hook. Exactly. That was my main concern with double. The opponents are off the hook. What about people who... Okay, Hung from Australia. I plan to double in the next round, likely implying a good hand with spades. There's no next round, well, at least the opponents are vulnerable. True. Chris perfectly summarizes the case for majority. Pierre's partner has a blizzard, making our game our way unlikely, whereas I expect to show a profit against any contract North-South land in. North bids a no trump, that comes around to me. I shall double, which must be for penalties as I didn't act this time around. I won't double now as partner will likely bid 2 diamonds. Yeah, this is the thing that I'm not convinced by. That doubling when a no trump comes back around is for penalties. It probably should be, but I guess I wouldn't be comfortable doing that undiscussed with a partner. All right, what we have. 1 no trump showed a good balanced hand. hoping to make it. Should show something along the lines of 18 to 20 balanced. At least it would in Polish club. Gotta love when people bring their own system in rather than playing the contest system requirements. Looks like you have 3 possible bids, 1 no pass or 2 clubs. I don't think 2 clubs is a possible bid. Choose a no trump, which might put me in the money if the other table opened 2 no. Deweese, I might have opened 2 no here. Now I'm a bit strong for the 1 no rebid, but I have no obvious way to catch up. In this kind of auction, LHO bids a suit and RHO doesn't support. I'm not too worried about a heart stopper. The alternative is to just stay quiet and hopefully collect a couple of hundreds from the part score, but should LHO retreat to 2 hearts, 2 diamonds, a plus score is far from sure. Fair enough. I think that's a very reasonable take. Again, This is the guy that I've been most impressed with, like, his actual thinking on the hands. He doesn't always come up with, like, the best bid, but, like, I really like his thought process to work through the problems. So, kind of cool idea. Zia. Fucking clown. God. 2 no. Brock, maybe I should just bash 3 no. All right, we're done here. What did the doublers say? Double, everything these days starts with a double, so I'll double now and think later. Double is takeout. Next I'll bid spades to show spade strength, not hearts. Okay. This hand comes from the final of the Brazilian Open Trials. At 1 table, West doubled, and the auction continued. At 1 table, West doubled. God, who are these people who are doubling? 2 diamonds pass, 2 spades all pass. 2 spades went 3 down for plus 300 undoubled. If you pass, it's likely to go the same way, and a double now would surely collect plus 800. This is true. If we pass first and then double the same suit later, then that's clearly penalties. The other table, West bid 2 hearts, but then passed when his partner erroneously bid 3 diamonds. Oh, West is our hand. So our hand bid. Why is everyone bidding? No one's passing? Hello? With trumps 4-1, 3 diamonds was not a success, 2 down, but opposite something like blah. 3 no had 9 easy tricks. Those bidding 2 hearts, 2 spades, or 2 no should surely get to 3 no. With a 6 count facing 18 to 19, partner should also raise 1 no, but will he? Yes. Partner will clearly raise a no trump if we bid it with a 6 count. Presumably to the 3 level. But double down, think later is a great idea until you actually have to think. Yeah, that's one of the problems with, I think, a lot of older style bidding theory, is that you try and make the bid that best describes your hand immediately and then worry about what to do on the next round. And I think this is like a popular way that bidding was taught back in the day. And I assume this is Joey Silver, who's a much older player from Canada. Gittleman actually talks, I think Joey Silver is one of Gittleman's favorite ever partners. So obviously a fun partner to play with, good player, but he has this like old school style it's really hard to unlearn things if you've learned, well, this in bridge. It's similar to what Gibb does with takeout doubles. They don't plan ahead for what to do on the next round of the bidding. They just make a takeout double with a strong hand and hope to figure it out later. Okay, so we go plus 800 and beat everyone else in the Brazilian Open Trials. No surprise. So maybe I should move to Brazil and play for their national team. I suppose I would probably have to learn Portuguese. All right, hand 2. How'd we do? 3 no trump, we earned 10. Yeah, 3 hearts pass. So 4 clubs was the second most popular choice. Double did not get a lot of sympathy. Makes sense. All right, let's see what the panelists have to say. This deal produced the panel's biggest majority this month, although only 1 in 10 competitors agreed. Great. You didn't expect 3 no to be so unanimous? I think it's kind of clear having, seen the bid. The difficult thing, I think, is to see the 3 no bid. A lot of the times you just don't think of 3-0 with voids inside suits. But yeah, once we think about it for a few seconds, it seems kind of clear to bid 3-0. So I like the call. Myers says 4 clubs. What are my other choices? See? Jill didn't see the 3-0 bid. And so she just took the kind of low-hanging fruit, 4 clubs. 4 clubs, not leaping Michaels, 4 clubs. Few mention the obvious alternative. Zia says 4 clubs. Hopefully this isn't non-leaping Michaels, which I think is an overrated method. If it was, I guess I would have to bid 3-0. Dubois says 3-0 is possible, but is not my style. Okay. I mean, look, fair enough, right? Like, style effectively means experience for a lot of these players who played for decades at the international level. So Dubois basically thinks that with this hand type, his experience is that 3-0 trump is not correct. Fine. Villas-Boas, 3-0 is dangerous, but prefers 4 clubs. I'm looking for someone that says something useful. Mold. Maybe this is stretching Hammond's first law past its breaking point, but it's this or 4 clubs. What is Hammond's first law? Like 3-0 trump always makes or something? Or like just bid 3-0 on every hand? I forget. Robson says with this hard holding, it's hard to look past 3-0. He's buying the number of times Hammond's rule is mentioned. Bergen says, not proud of it. Striving to overcall 3-0 against the 3-level preempt is one of my principles of a lifetime. Maybe you and Dubois should have a meetup and discuss your feelings on this. Rob says, if 3-0 is a possible bid, bid it. Got it. Cohen, with my eyes closed, picture something like 3 small, doubleton, ace, king, 5th, queen, 3rd, opposite. If I don't bid 3-0, it's not getting bid. It's true, right? Like, if we bid 4 clubs, we aren't bidding 3-0. Let's see. Okay, let's take one of our guest panelists. If 4 spades was feasible, I might have heard from partner already. I talked about this a little bit. Plenty of 6 high card point hands partner can have, where I will make 9 tricks on a heart lead, something like king 3rd, doubleton, jack 10 5th, queen 3rd. For example, even with a longer string of diamonds, partner will stick 3-0 at match points to protect my heart stopper on the opening lead. Deweese says, I have too much potential for 9 tricks to go silent. Yep, 4 clubs would show clubs and spades for me. That is still an alternative, but I like the prospects of making 9 tricks better. Yeah, so I think if Deweese has a thing systemically for him where he could bid 4 clubs with this hand to get both of his suits in the picture, because normally the 4 club alternative would just be natural, and he still thinks 3-0 is the right bid, then 3-0 is probably the right bid. Because like all the other panelists who are bidding 4 clubs did not have that possibility, and they bid 4 clubs. Someone's very wrong, I guess is the way to put it. What have we got? Sophia says play 4 minor as 2 suited. Natural 4 clubs is not possible. Opposite partners average 10. I'll have a shot at making 3-0. Yep. Bird says if 5 clubs is a make, I should have a good chance of making 3-0. I think that is probably right on average. That you still need 2 extra tricks to make the game in clubs. Okay, what have we got? Double. At match points, finding a spades bit seems crucial. Otherwise, partner bids 3-0 or pass. I don't think pass is realistically going to happen. At match point scoring, I expected more support for what turned out to be a solo choice from Joey. Pass. Since we're playing pairs, all I'm looking for on this hand is to score plus, and I think we have more of a chance of achieving that goal on defense than on offense. Color me yellow, very, very old and afraid. Noted. Oh, hold on. Are these like off center? Oh, I can't really make these on center. Well, all right, that's kind of where we're at then. Joey wins a moral victory. At the table I was watching, West took a shot at 3-0, which was not a success, opposite King 3rd, Doubleton, Queen 6, Doubleton. Going fewer down in 4 clubs scores slightly better, but only defending produces a plus score. This can happen, but it's definitely not percentage. Tabata, if partner bids 4 diamonds, 5 clubs, and if partner bids 5 diamonds, we get 0. Yeah. Nice. Alright. What do we got? So we got a 6 for 3 clubs. Boom. Let's see what people say. Question is, are you prepared to allow opponents to play peacefully at the 2 level? More than half of both panelists and competition entrants were willing to do so, making this one of the highest scoring hands of the year so far. Wangs has passed, nothing I can bid. Villas-Boas, I need a little more to double, so I pass. McGowan, I might have bid something last time, but at this vulnerability it seems far too dangerous now. Seems fair enough. Pass, to risk minus 500 competing for a part score is not a sound gamble, even when sitting on a panel keen to display their fearlessness. Pass, I would have bid 2 clubs on the previous round, but I'm assuming I fell asleep. Now I struggle between pass, double, 3 clubs. I give up. Cohen says pass, there's no safety. Law of Total Tricks Larry over here, letting us know that no one has a fit sometimes. Pass, doesn't look too optimistic. Depending on opponent's style, 2 spades could be anything from a 4 count to a 10 count. They haven't found a fit, so partner could still have 4, 3, 5, 1. Match points, I might do something. I mean, at match points, you have to do something. Seems too risky, vulnerable at imps. Not vulnerable, I would double. This seems backwards to me. This seems really backwards to me. Because, well, okay, again, unless you're playing the style that all doubles are strictly for takeout. Because basically you're saying that you just, the whole reason you're not bidding is because you're vulnerable, then you think that your side doesn't have a game often enough. And anyway, let's see what the game bidders have, or the bidders have. Robson, I'm not selling out, and double caters to the penalty pass and loses nothing. It's fair enough. I don't mind the double. I think our hand is just offensive and we want to play the contract. Bergen, I love 4-6 hands, as well as hands with all their strength and their 2 long suits. So I'm not passing, and I wouldn't have passed 1 no either. A couple of doublers. Partner will know I don't have 5 hearts, as I didn't overcall a heart, so he should let me play clubs if he doesn't have 4 hearts. That's a good point. That, I guess, double caters to... I don't know, how often are we actually getting a penalty? Maybe we're getting a penalty often enough that double is actually substantially better than 3 clubs. I didn't spend a lot of time thinking about this idea, but that's probably right. Okay, I buy it. Double's probably better than 3 clubs. I think it was scored higher too. Yeah, double got an 8. Alright, what do we got? Zia, double puts too much pressure on partner who may be 3-3-5-2. Would he bid 2-0 over the double with that shape? He probably should. Some would have bid on the previous... Everyone would have bid on the previous round. Everyone would have bid on the previous round. Alright. I should have acted 1 round earlier and 1 level lower. The question to be answered is, will the Great Shuffler punish me for my tardiness? We would have bid 2 clubs over 1 no. The situation's now at risk, but we refuse to pass. Choice between 3 clubs and double. Double would show a more balanced hand in theory. Yeah, maybe double would tend to be penalty-oriented, so, like, would have stuff in diamonds or stuff in spades, along with similar shape. So your honors would be a little bit less pure in your suits. Deweese bids 2 no, showing 2 places to play rather than 3 with a double. Ah, so he thinks double might show diamonds as well. Partner will not know whether I have 4 hearts or 4 diamonds, but at least he knows there is an alternative to playing 3 clubs. Interesting. See, I would have, I guess, assumed that 2 no might have showed at least equal length in diamonds and clubs. I don't know. We didn't bid 2 no over 1 no. Maybe he's right. I mean, I think the big problem is we just didn't bid 2 clubs on the previous round. Then if it goes 2 spades and partner doubles, we know what to do. And if it goes 2 clubs, 2 spades, pass, back to us, we know what to do. And if it goes 2 clubs, 2 spades, 3 clubs, we know what to do. So that maybe was the better solution to the problem. No one mentions that they thought there was still a chance that our side makes game. But I think it's kind of implied from a lot of these 3 club bidders. The doublers were clearly hoping for a penalty pass from partner. All right, hand 4. What did we get? We bid 3 hearts. Yeah, a lot of the panelists bid 2 no, kind of as expected. We get a 7. Let's take a look. So 2 no. Yeah, 3 clubs is an interesting call. I guess 3 clubs... The thing is, I think 3 clubs should be game forcing. And, like, I would prefer not to be, but maybe 3 hearts also is, and therefore, like, at least 3 clubs keeps the auction lower. We'll see what everyone says. Nasty problem, third of the competition entrants agree with the majority. However, quarter opted to pass a forcing bid. I'm sorry, you can't do that and expect to play with this partner ever again. That's not how it works. 2 no, tough problem. 2 no's the best lie. I'd like to beat a hasty exit from the table, but this is all I can do. Spade more and I'd raise, but not with only 1. 2 no, I know 4 of the 8's not a stopper. Cohen disagrees. 8/4 is a stopper. 2 no, 3 diamonds on ace-4. Shouldn't 3 hearts show a better hand? I'll gamble partner has something in clubs, or maybe the suit blocks. Let's see, Deweese, I'm not distorting my shape because I don't have a club stopper. My main hope is that 2 no will give partner enough room to show his hand type. Diamond support, 4 hearts, or a 6 spade. This is, I think, the big case for 2 no. If 2 no doesn't get passed or raised, then 2 no is going to be the best bid on the hand. Because we don't care about right-siding it, giving partner the no-trump protection with a club stopper, because all the clubs are on side anyway. So if partner doesn't pass 2 no and doesn't bid 3 no, then 2 no trump's going to work out best. Jessica raises the interesting question of what 3 clubs should mean. This is a style question. Does 3 clubs show extra values or an impossible hand? It is bad for partnership confidence to pass forcing bids, even if it turns out to be right, so settle for 2 no. Hung, this doesn't guarantee a stopper, but there's nothing else left, as 3 clubs would be artificial in game forcing. He raises an interesting point that if it had gone a club, a diamond, double, pass, and we bid a no trump, that wouldn't necessarily show a diamond stopper. It would just effectively deny everything else. We don't have support for either major, and we can't rebid clubs. I mean, it might have a diamond stopper. Like, it could be just the normal weak no trump with a diamond stopper, or it could be some hand that just has a treble rebid, because partner can bid 2 diamonds game forcing to check back and see if we have diamonds stopped. So it's a little bit different in this auction, where we don't necessarily have that kind of room. I guess you could argue that over 2 no, partner can still bid 3 clubs, but they never do, I think is the point, right? 3 clubs tends to show, like, 3 clubs would tend to show a hand that, like, is still interested in exploring for a spade contract or possibly a slam. So partner always just raises to 3 no when they have a minimum game force, and then the opponents run the first 6 clubs against us. 3 clubs asking for a stopper. 3 clubs, there's no good bid. Just which lie to tell. 3 diamonds, 3 hearts, and even 3 spades are all options. I choose 3 clubs. If partner can bid 3 no, I'll be happy. True, yes. If partner can bid 3 no, you'll be very happy. De Boer says, I see no clear natural bid. For me, 3 hearts shows at least 4-5, which I think it probably should, or it should imply it at least. 3 clubs. Assuming we don't play negative free bids, we must be close to game. I want partner bid 3 no with stopper. Where are the 3 heart bidders? Myers says, yuck! I hate it! But I'm bidding 3 hearts. I hope my partner realizes I'm under the gun. You know, I don't know why, but the room is suddenly really hot again in here. I need to get like a fan. And I don't know why the room is suddenly like very hot. This happened yesterday too. Or maybe 2 days ago as well. I wonder if it's because I'm like talking all the time, or if it's because the door is closed, or something else. Anyway. 3 heart bidders. Hopefully partner will not take this for a reverse, but rather a desperate attempt to find a safe landing place. 3 hearts, might as well show where my hand is. We might get to 4 hearts on a 4-3. This is a really good point that I actually didn't mention, but kind of in the back of my mind I'm thinking about this, that we have really strong hearts, king, queen, 4th, and we can get to a 4-3 heart fit. Dubois says 3 hearts, I like to play here that 3 clubs shows either a hand with no other bid or a very big hand. Without that agreement, I would bid 3 hearts. Zia, 3 hearts, the winning choice is probably pass, but this is not the worst description. Yeah, in a bidding contest, you can kind of tell sometimes that the winning choice is to pass forcing bids, but you're not allowed to do that in real life. So I think it's wrong to do that in a bidding contest, just because you wouldn't do it at the table, but it can earn you the top marks. Partner had blah, 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 so you probably want to land in 3 diamonds. Either 2 no or 3 clubs might achieve that goal. How? I mean, 3 clubs would, but if we bid 2 no, doesn't partner just pass with 10 doubles and a clubs? Anyway, yes, it was possible to make 3 no with a winning diamond guess, as South had the singleton club ace and North had the singleton diamond 9. Interesting. Well, I suppose in that case, then 2 no might work out okay. All right. Next one. Wow. I'm shocked by this one. This one I thought was like pretty automatic. I guess we'll see what the panel says about double. Double feels ultra conservative to me. I mean, we need like a 7 count from partner or a 6 count from partner for slam to have good play. Partner's always passing the double, so I don't know. We'll see. All right, what did we get? We got 7? 7 for 5 now. This was the toughest problem of the set. The panel just fails to produce a majority, and the voting is actually much closer than it might at first appear, with 14 doubling and 14 making a move towards slam. Almost a third of the competitors are with the largest group. But the next largest faction opts for a choice. So what was the next largest? 5 diamonds is not the bid. That's not it. All right. Double, anything else is a stab in the dark. Yeah, that's what preempts do. You gotta guess. Myers says, what a tough problem. Play 4 knows key card, so can't do that. That's true. Suppose I have to double and then decide what to do if partner pulls to 4 spades. Other choice is 5 diamonds. 5 diamonds can't be the bid. Okay, I suppose if you're in the camp that you don't think a slam is making, then you've already made up your mind and you've decided to bid 5 diamonds, right? So then it makes sense. But when I decide I don't want to double, it's because I think slam is making... Anyway, I think that's the split. So let's see. If my minors were reversed, it would be easier. 4 no, and then 6 clubs showing minors. But 4 no's key card. We just established this. This is why methods are important in bidding contests. Or you have to give problems that actually are irrespective of methods. Which is, I suppose, harder and harder these days with everyone having methods for everything. Double, I guess. If partner bids spades again, I can bid 5 no, which would probably suggest longer diamonds. Okay. Bird. Oh, Schenken says partner still has a vote, so this is flexible, although 5 no pick a slam might work out best. Partner has just 1 extra spade. We probably belong in that suit. Partner will sometimes pass the double, but even that might give us a good result. I think partner's almost always passing the double is the thing for me. What is partner supposed to do when they're 6-2-3-2 in shape? Right? I don't think they bid 4 spades. I think they just pass the double because they have the king, queen, jack of spades, the queen, doubleton of hearts, and the king of diamonds. And there we are, 6 diamonds is cold, and we're defending 4 hearts doubled, and the opponents are, I guess, down 2, but that's, not really making up for either our game or our slam. Some even expect partner to bid. Double. Takeout. Ah, yes. Double is takeout. I guess. Double. I hope we're playing negative doubles 3-4 spades. Yeah, here we go. Finally, contest creator has a good take. I don't think it matters what you write on your convention card. The higher the overcall, the more you have to double with all sorts of good hands, and the more often a partner will pass. Finally, a good take. Double, difficult. I'm old again and take my sure plus score defending with a likely heart loser to start with, and slam difficult to find out which one is the best. Double could be a disaster, but the vulnerable opponent has warned us that the distribution is likely to be extreme. You go for the slam jackpot, then I would bid 5 no, so partner can choose which one. 4 no doesn't solve anything. Hung, double. I hate it, but if partner's able to bid a big if, then we're well placed. This I agree with. This is true. If partner's able to bid and we start with double, we're actually pretty well placed, because we get more info about partner's shape before we have to make a decision about which slam to go for. And we might even be able to make a grand if the 4-heart bidder has king, queen, jack, 10, 8th in the suit. Partner has the ace of hearts, the king of spades, king of diamonds. We can find it out. Partner will pull double to 4 spades, let's say. Then we can bid key card and spades, and then we have more info to go on. It's true that partner will often pass, even say with blah, which isn't good, but even if we bid 5 no pick a slam, how is partner meant to know to bid a 3-card minor, or indeed which 3-card minor? Let's hope partner is able to bid something. Double. I don't really want to defend, and partner will pass, but the problem with bidding is that we can't comfortably find our right spot. If I bid 4 no or 5 no and partner picks clubs, how do I know he isn't 3-3? See, this was my concern. What do we do if we bid 5 no and partner bids 6 clubs? I think that's an interesting question. What I was probably planning to do was to bid 6 diamonds and let partner choose between diamonds and spades. Obviously, that could work out poorly. Partner might be 5-5 in the black suits, and we get to a 5-2 spade fit, but sometimes partner has king, queen, jack, 5th, and the suit doesn't split 5-1. Anyway, Robson bids 5 no. I want to be in slam, but don't know which one. 5 no, I have a nice hand with short hearts. I think there's play for slam, but which one? 5 no, pick a slam. Some tell us what they plan to do when partner bids 6 clubs. Yeah, so Zia and I agree. 5 no, then 6 diamonds. Holt, give up the clubs and bid 6 diamonds over 6 clubs. 4 no, takeout, not key card. 4 no, also takeout apparently. Plan to bid 5 diamonds over 5 clubs and probably 6 diamonds over 5. Silver says 4 no ain't Blackwood, but 2 places to play. Intend to raise any suit partner bids to slam. We're far too high to explore intelligently for a grand. there are some 5 heart bidders. 5 hearts, I need partner's help in choosing a slam. I expect partner to bid 5 no with no clear choice. So maybe they're hoping to actually reach the 4-4 club fit. 5 hearts showing slam interest without a fit in spades. 4 no would be key card. It's that's an interesting inference that because you could have bid key card, the Q bid denies a fit. I don't think that would be obvious to me if I hadn't talked about it, but it makes some sense. Isn't 5 hearts a general slam try agreeing spades with a heart control? I don't know. Dude, I don't know. See, that's the problem. I would never... 5 hearts would never have occurred to me with this hand. 5 hearts. At this vulnerability, I expect South to have all the top hearts, and we'll have everything else. So I want to play slam. Over 5 hearts, partner will show any minor suit or bid 5 spades with an aceless hand. Over that, I'll try 6 diamonds. Deweese says 6 diamonds. All right, let's see what our boy has to say. I will trust South and place most of the heart values there. In that case, slam becomes a favorite, and doubling 4 hearts just won't do. All complicated roads to have partner cooperate in the choice of slam are flawed. Heavily flawed since I play a direct 4 no's showing a spade fit, so I'll bite the bullet and bid this. Fair enough. At the table, partner held Queen Jack 10 fifth, Ace third, King Doubleton Queen third. So 6 diamonds is the best spot. Double would clearly have ended the auction. As for the bidders, I'll leave you to judge which of the panel's options would have made it to the best slam. I mean, I still think 5 no should fetch 6 clubs from partner, because partner doesn't have extra spades, right? So, and then over 6 clubs, our plan was to bid 6 diamonds with our hand, so we would get there. This feels like a little bit of a miss. You know, partner's often going to have a hand like this. Maybe not with the heart ace, but if the ace of hearts was the spade king, and then once again we would want to be in 6 diamonds. So I feel unfairly marked down in terms of score on this one. All right. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, I hadn't considered that the opponents were likely psyching. Maybe I should have, like, thought about that a little bit. I guess it's a clear psych. Does it matter, though? Like, redouble exposes... I mean, if they run, redouble exposes the psych, and now we can start bidding. Okay, let's just see what's going on, because, like, I have no idea what the scores are in relation to. Redouble scored 2. Let's see if we can figure out how many points we should actually have deserved on this. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, we're back. Everything's good. Lowest scoring hand we've had, and one reason is that many competitors have just assumed that they're playing with their favorite partner. Premises features that you are partnering an unknown expert without more than a basic system discussion. Okay, we need to put our foot down at this point. So this dude, whoever he is, Mark Smith down here, who constantly is presenting a bunch of problems without giving any sort of system discussion, and yet allows a bunch of the panelists to make comments like this. This is bad, right? You can't have the panelists be allowed to just comment on whatever their system is with their partner and what they think is the right way to handle this situation, and then also play that and then give them proper scores based on them using their, like, favorite convention or agreements, and not allow the competitors to do the same. So anyway, I think the solution is not to mark the competitors down, it's to mark the panelists down, because the panelists are the ones that are influencing the votes, And with them being allowed to constantly say, like, this is my favorite system and these are the things I play, it's causing all of the competitors to also, you know, play 2 hearts as a transfer, and redouble is whatever, and 2 clubs is whatever, you know, and 4 spades is whatever, in their system. And they think they can get away with it because the panelists are getting away with it. So you gotta strike at the head of this thing. All right, what's going on here, though? Regular partnerships will know what methods they play when a 1-no-trump opening is doubled for penalties. Yep. Many pairs these days do not play penalty doubles of a strong no-trump, so this is not something that happens often, and probably not a situation we have discussed in a 10-minute system chat before a game. Disagree, because I have recently had this 10-minute before game system chat with a partner, and this was one of the things that we discussed rather thoroughly. So you have to be pragmatic. Handful of panelists selected one of the 3 practical solutions to the problem. Amazingly, barely 1 in 20 opted for one of those choices. So what did the panelists do? They bid 6 spades, 7 spades, or 2 no-trump were the bids. 2 no-trump, I guess, is like a Q bid. I don't understand why you would want to bid 2 no rather than redouble. I guess we'll find out, right? 6 and 7 spades feel weird. I mean, I'm not sure how we are convinced that partner isn't the one that's psyched. So it's a little confusing to me to just go black. Like, if someone has psyched on this hand, which I don't think I mentioned at all when I was like discussing it, but I think it's like barely possible that no one has psyched. Partner could have opened a 13 count, 15 to 17 with like a good club or diamond suit, and South has like all of the missing high card points with also a good minor suit, the other one, and decides to double with only 14. But it's probably somewhat likely that someone's psyched. But why can't it be partner? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, I just don't think that psyching a penalty double happens so often. Anyway, let's see what the panelists say. With all my regular partners, I could start with a 2-heart transfer. Without an agreement, I must bid 7 spades. South clearly does not hold the high card points for a double, so he must have solid diamonds. Oh, I see. No one thinks anyone's psyched. People just think like the penalty double was based on solid diamonds. Interesting question. Yeah, I guess inexperience for me then. Like, I don't play against people who double no trump for penalties, so I guess this makes sense. Everyone else seems to have picked up on this, that South has to have solid diamonds. I thought South probably had good diamonds, but like 7 running diamonds would not have occurred to me. I see. So if we redouble, it's just gonna pass out and they're gonna cash the first 7 tricks and we're down 1. Wow. When we're like probably making a grand? Ooh. Okay. I stand corrected. Dude, oh my god, like it is so fucking hot in here. I cannot... I don't really have an alternative. I guess I'm just gonna have to bear with it. But I'm gonna need to figure out a way to get like a fan or something in the future, because I'm sweating bullets and it's like, it's probably... Do I have a thermostat somewhere? It's probably like 90 degrees in the room right now, which is way too hot. Let me get a bottle of water. Maybe water will help. Oh. Maybe. This might help. Alright. What have we got going on? Six spades, giving up on the Grand Slam. And I will redouble. Thanks for the heads up, South. Six spades, doubling with 7 solid diamonds, hoping that there will be no further bidding, is what I might expect in a student game. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, there were some frames dropped. I wonder if that's also because of the heat. I don't have a good solution to this. Anyway, we only got a few more hands to talk through. So I guess I'll just finish things up, but I do need to find a way to fix this before next stream, because this is completely unacceptable. Oh my god. I'm sweating bullets. Yeah, I guess, see, like, this is the thing. Maybe this is why it doesn't occur to me. This is not a real hand for a double. You would just bid 3 diamonds with this hand. Or 4 diamonds, even. I don't know, right? Like, you would... something like that. So to me, I'm, like, trying... because this hand's impossible, I'm trying to come up with a hand that actually makes sense. I guess I don't know. I just didn't think it through fully. Anyway. This... man, I don't know. Okay, anyway. Blah, blah, blah. 6 spades. It's either a psych or South has 7 plus solid diamonds for his double. It's good news for our playing strength, no wasted values. Problem here is, do you play system on with redoubles, transfer, as many pairs do? In that case, you can transfer quietly. Last time you had a solid minor and ops open to no trump, you went silent and just collected your tricks in 3 now. I mean, exactly, right? Like, you can do that too. You could pass and then just plan to defend 3 now, or you could, like, preempt by bidding your suit at the 3 level. I think those are the 2 options. Penalty double doesn't make any sense. But I guess it would have got me. So maybe it does make sense. If your opponents don't... if your opponents are just completely clueless, then I suppose you can get away with it. Alright, let's see. Desqual says 6 spades. I would normally play transfers on, even after a double, but I'm not willing to risk a stupid result. Playing with an expert whose views on that subject are unknown, I jump to 6 spades and expect partner to raise to the grand if he holds both of the top trumps. I disagree with that. 6 spades, looks like South has doubled with a bunch of diamond tricks. Man, I guess everyone else just plays against these people all the time. It would never have occurred to me to double 1-no with solid diamonds and nothing outside. Huh. This seems absurd, but it's very hard to believe that with our 28 highs, South is making a penalty double, so he must have running diamonds. In that case, it's very likely that we have a slam. 2-no should be forcing, but I don't know what that would accomplish. Silver says 2-no. Redouble will probably lead to South reeling off the first 7 diamonds on defense via solid diamond suit, so I give up on trying to punish South for having the nerve to interfere in my auction, and just hope to find our best spot to play game. To play game? Oh. Zia says 2-no's forcing, showing some good hand. I'll follow up with 3 spades. We most certainly belong a slam, as RHO surely has solid diamonds. Man, I literally did not pick up on this. 2-no. I would not bid 2 hearts undiscussed, as that risks a stupid result. With my mom, I can jump to 3 hearts, invitational plus with spades. Without agreements, 2-no's game forcing. Myers says, wow, South must have some solid diamonds. I'm bidding 4 spades. Let left-hand opponent guess what to lead. And our troll contest maker says, I suspect he could lead his convention card and still get a good board. Schenken says start with 4 hearts. Yeah, that might get passed. Undiscussed. Hung tries 2 hearts as a transfer or something. Everyone picked up on the running diamonds. Cohen says, my partners don't psych, so this makes no sense to me. Anyway, what is the redouble? Likely systemic, but I can't see any other way to start. Ah, Larry and I are on the same page, but I think we both missed the obvious inference that the opponents are running the diamond suit. I mean, sometimes we get super lucky and partner has Jack 4th, right? Like, if the guy really overcalled with Ace King Queen 7th, made a penalty double with that holding, which I don't know if they would. I mean, like, again, you just... doubling with that hand doesn't make any sense. But, alright, let's see, what have we got? 2-0 is not conventional, but simple bridge logic says it cannot be natural, and your unknown expert will certainly work that out. When I saw the hand played at the table, West jumped to 7 spades, and right he was. His partner held Ace King 3rd, King and 1, 3 small, King Queen 10 5th. So the grand had 13 easy tricks. Whoopsies. Alright, next one. So we've got this hand. Panelist kind of clear majority votes for 4 clubs. I think this one is pretty straightforward, but let's see what everyone has to say. Alright. Some votes for 4 hearts. It can be right to play in the stronger trump suit, but we don't know that partner has a heart fit. I have some sympathy for the 4 heart bid. I don't have a lot of sympathy for 4 spades. Another large majority vote from the panel. Oh my god, look at Larry Cohen back in... Hold on. Look at Larry Cohen back in like the 60s, or whenever it was. That is a young Larry Cohen down there. Meyer says 3 spades. That's not enough. That's really not enough. Yeah, that's not the right number. All right, try again, Jill. We'll come back to you. All right, playing pairs, it does not pay to get overly aggressive, risking a minus, especially in a crowded auction where distributional storms are brewing. Partner cannot raise 3 spades to 4. I'm sure our best chance for a plus is right here at the 3 level, non-game. 4 spades, I'm not quite strong enough for a 4 club Q, but I just have enough to jump to 4 spades. DeBoer says 4 clubs is an overbid, as jumping to 4 spades promises some good values. Partner needs both good spades and the hard ace for slam. Not true. Didn't I just construct a hand where we didn't have the hard ace? Ace, king of spades, king of diamonds. Otherwise, a heart ruff is a danger. I mean, okay, fine. It's... Yes, there is some danger of a heart ruff, but it's not like we don't want to be in slam. Needing to just avoid a heart ruff. Club lead shorting our trumps may also be unpleasant. Somewhat true. These kinds of hands could play easier in 4 hearts in the 6-1 or 6-2 than 4 spades, but I don't like masterminding. Some did bid 4 hearts. Wang says 4 hearts a little overbid, but the good suit. Zia, who said partner had to hold 4 spades? Okay, Zia. Larry says partner's 3-level negative double does not guarantee 4 spades. Also, Zia picks a hand with a club stopper. Larry notably picks a hand without a club stopper. I think we're supposed to play partner for spades when they make a negative double. A bunch of people are pointing out that partner might not hold 4 spades. So I guess it's a real enough problem that it comes up often. Robson says, I think I'm a tad good for 4 spades, so I'll go via 4 clubs. Sophia, it depends what the double shows. Some people play it as game force. Dude, I can't read through. She really loves system. She has like such a well-construed version or idea of what systems should be, and she really likes ironing out all of the kinks. But I don't know. She has some crazy ideas, like the negative double at the 3 levels, game forcing. Alright, Bergen, finally a problem where I feel very good about my answer. Same. Dubois, let's dance. Not many hand card points, but a lot of playing strength. True. A bunch of them think that it's a choice of games, showing 4-6. 4 clubs offering a choice of games. Four clubs shows any sort of good hand. It's true. We don't have to have spades for the 4 club bid, but my plan was over 4 hearts to correct to 4 spades, as Hung says here, to show a good 4 spade bid. South's failure to raise clubs suggests partner may have a good hand with some club length. At the table, he held ace king third, ace and 1, king fourth, 10 fourth. Spades were not 3-3, so 4 hearts was the best spot, although you could make 12 tricks if you correctly guessed which squeeze to play for. Jumping to 4 spades left partner with a tough decision. Okay. And on to the last one. How do we do? We get a 10 for 4 diamonds. So other than our big miss on the redouble, how did we end up? We have 40, 52. Not great. Wait. 62. Okay, still not great, but a little bit better than anticipated. Yeah, lots of the competitor, or the people who entered the competition, voted for 3 diamonds. That's just not enough with this hand. You have to do something else. 4 clubs is an interesting call from the panelist. Well, let's see what people have to say. No majority, but a clear favorite. Most of the panel also made it clear that they did not think the competitor's most popular choice was enough. Let's start with the handful who disagreed. 3 diamonds, simple, no better choice. Nope. Game is possible, but I don't like 3 dead hearts. I simply invite. 3 diamonds, perhaps an underbid, but don't see a clear way forward. Better than I might be for 3 diamonds, but it would need a side ace to raise to 4 diamonds. That feels like a bad way to look at it. 3 diamonds, huge underbid, but without methods, what can I do? That's why people play Gazilli. You had briefly thought about 3 hearts, but you have no idea what it should be. Yeah, let's see. There was 1 panelist who did 3 hearts, and 1% of entrants as well. Alternatives, 4 diamonds. No alternative, 3 diamonds too little, 5 diamonds a bit too much. 4 diamonds, distributional and highly invitational. That's a great description of this bid. It is distributional, and because we're bypassing 3-no and also jumping in the diamond suit, it's very invitational. Deweese says 4 diamonds. This almost always shows short spades, so partner can judge well. Another good point. If we had spade stuff, we would probably do something else. Potentially looking for a 5-2 fit. DeBoer says, for me, this would be Gazilli. I think this jump to 4 diamonds is a strong invitation, but non-forcing. All will depend on partner shape. The opponents haven't bid hearts, so singleton hearts unlikely. There aren't enough hands to think of where 5 diamonds is okay. Even opposite a 5-2-4-2, if partner has 5-3-4-1, we may be in trouble, as he could raise to 5 diamonds without any chance. I mentioned that. I think partner's always raising with a singleton in either hearts or clubs, but probably okay. Cohen says, if 4 clubs were fit showing, that would be my better description. You didn't say if 1-no was forcing or semi-forcing. It would be nice to know that partner isn't 5-3-3-2. Hung says, is 3-no natural or a splinter in spades? Ooh. I can't really risk it undiscussed, and 3 diamonds feels a bit of an undercook. Undercook. I like how we've now adopted cooking as the way to describe bridge stuff. So I'll try 4 diamonds. Of course, it can be overboard, but I'll take my chances. 4 diamonds also bypasses a potential 3-no. Although sometimes partner might open a no trump. De Pascal says we might be off 3 aces, but there are plenty of layouts on which 5 diamonds will make, while 3-no has no chance. It's worth noting that such auctions frequently elicit a trump lead at trick 1. I don't think 5 diamonds gets a trump lead. 5 diamonds shows a big diamond fit, so there's no reason to cut down roughs than the dummy anymore. Dummy's hitting with like 5 or 6 diamonds. Tabata says 3 now, showing a strong diamond fit with spade shortness. Mentioned. Sophia says, with mom, I play 3 hearts to show a diamond fit without honor doubleton in spades. Without this agreement, I think 3 now should show something similar. Partner can take it from there. I like how she says, with my mom, I play this, and her mom just bids the thing. Her mom's like 3 hearts. Yep. We know what that means. 4 clubs. In the colonies, this is played as fit showing. At the end of the hand, I will find out what it means in the mother country. Mold, for me, this is a fit jump. Don't expect many marks. Zia bids 4 clubs, fit jump. Although 3 no to show big diamonds and short spades was a Kokish favorite and would also be good here. Dubois, I do not think this could be understood as a splinter. Robson says 4 clubs. I'm hoping partner may read this, but even if he thinks it's a splinter, it'll work quite well. Either way, he'll know a singleton heart is gold. At the table, partner held 5, 1, 4, 3. So 5 diamonds was easy and 6 diamonds playable. With a diamond king offside, 3 no fails. Tough set. Half the panel scored in the 70s. Jessica Larson leads the panel with a 78. And great. So where'd we end up? We were 62. All right, not too bad. Not too bad. We're at Marty Bergen had a 62 down here. You can't really see. Hold on, let me just get rid of this. So this is where we ended up. Tied with Marty Bergen, slightly ahead of Zia. Yeah, if we had done better on the spade slam, I guess we would have been right up in the mix of things. But you overlook that one crucial hand, and you fall from average to towards the bottom.